Today we are going to dye a shirt with Wedgewood Blue from Dharma Trading Company. This is going to be ice dye, so I'm going to put on my gloves. Okay, so I pre-soaked this in soda ash water for quite a while, and I've hand wrung it. You can just put this straight into your setup for whatever you're doing to dye it, but I am going to spin it out so it has less moisture in it while I'm dyeing. This is the Ninja spin dryer. I tried to look this up on Amazon, and it looks like the exact model I bought is no longer available, but I'm sure whatever the newest version is still good. It's convenient, especially if you're trying to reuse your soda ash and put it back into the main bucket. Okay, if you want more white on your shirt in the final result, then leave more water. Don't spin it out. But if you want less white, spin it out. I usually, when I'm doing the flowy ice dye method, I like to put the front of the shirt down and the shirt is inside out. So this is one cut of polyester fleece folded over, so it is 2 layers of fleece. I have found that this amount of thickness makes for really smooth, flowy lines on the shirt. The size of this shirt is extra large, and it is a Bella and Canvas 100% cotton shirt. All right. We get to do some scrunching here. If you want more detail, do smaller like scrunches. If you want long flowy lines, then do taller ones, like fewer of them, maybe 4 or 5. It can also be interesting just to have some peaks and then the rest of the shirt hanging down like gravity dye. Okay, so on my shirt I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I am going to shove it into a basket. I got these baskets from Meyer in person a while ago, so I don't think you can get them there anymore. And they're also kind of expensive, so I don't even know if I'd recommend it, but I just liked them, so I got several. But you probably can find similar baskets on Amazon because people always ask me about the baskets. When I'm doing flowy ice dye, I like to have it set up on an incline, and lately this is kind of like my favorite way to do that. Just have it sitting at an angle in a bin. In my space here, it'll drip off the back a little bit, but I don't really care. There's a mark here from doing that, but over time it comes off, so I don't mind because this is just the craft space. Got Wedgewood Blue, and I'm going to put some ice on here. I'm trying to go to the bottom of the container so that I can get some stuff that's not so stuck in blocks. All right, that looks pretty good. A few more. When I first got this ice machine, I thought I was gonna take the ice out and store it in a chest freezer over here, and I did that like one time, and then I was done with that because that's a lot of work. What ended up happening is this runs all the time. It just, for the past 2 years, it pretty much runs all the time, and whenever I come down here and I'm ready to dye something, there's ice in there. Might be wasteful, but it works for me. But that also speaks to the machine lasting that long doing that. Okay, Wedgewood Blue is one of my favorite blues for flowy ice dye. Always get good results with it. And today I am only going to use this color so I can get a good feel for what it looks like. So I can show you guys what it looks like all on its own. Sometimes I like to use another complementary or like contrast color, like a black or a really dark blue. So for this one, I'm gonna try the strategy of 2 bands of color, so a bit of a gap, and then more dye down here, and we'll see how that goes. I will be back to show you the results tomorrow after about 24 hours. This is a very cool basement because it's air conditioned right now. It's cool in the wintertime, and it's cool in the summertime. I like that. I want the ice to melt slowly for flowy ice dye, and for ice dye in general. I actually think the results are better when the ice melts slower. When I try to speed it up, the results can be kind of washed out and blotchy. So wait 24 hours, have it in a cool spot. As much as you might want to set it outside in the hot sun to speed it up. Test it out. Do one hot, one cold, see which melt speed you prefer. Okay everyone, it's been enough time for this to batch, for the color to set, this is what it looks like after the ice is fully melted, and that's what the setup looks like. So you can see there's a little bit of white here. It's not white, but comparatively to the colored portions, it looks white, but I think it's gonna be a nice gradient of color. So I'm about to pull it out and we'll see what it looks like, and then I'll take it over to my sink and rinse it. I'm gonna start it on cold and then gradually go to hot water, and then I'll stick it in the washing machine and dry it, and then I'll show you what it looks like the final result, because it's always different than what it looks like right now. I would say the final washout result will have more details apparent than what you can see right now, because the excess dye will wash out and then you'll be able to see more detail. So I'm gonna pull it up like this so you can see it. Okay, here we are. What do we think? Ooh, from what I can see right now, I think this one is gonna be good. I'm excited. So I'm gonna rinse it out and then we'll see what the final result looks like. I'm using my hose sprayer thing attached to the utility sink. I enjoy this because it gives me a lot of freedom with the different settings on the hose sprayer. The problem might be if you have hard water or if you forget to put salt in your water softener, then the little nozzle thing can get clogged up. But yeah, I like this. Okay, we're back, and I just pulled the shirt out of the dryer and I hung it up, and we're gonna take a look at it. I do like the way this looks, but there are a few things I would probably do differently next time. Here we are. I like the flowiness. I think in general it's like pretty balanced, but I think I would use more dye next time. More dye and maybe a dark color to go with it, like a raven from Dharma Trading Company or indigo blue. Really love indigo blue for getting some depth, contrast, details in flowy ice dye. It's not a wow color, but it is a good detail color with the way that it flows and like adds some distinctness. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. It's lovely. It's not super vibrant, and maybe that's because I used not enough dye and too much ice, but you know, it also could be beauty is in the eye of the beholder. This is perfect for some people. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope that you have fun with whatever you try next with your tie-dyeing.